that you're saying as a coach, we could do this work and really have meaningful discussions and impact instruction. Without it, these meaningful discussions and instructions not being impacted, right?
Correct. Right. And so, like, as the coach, how I plan to structure that time with teachers is going to make it go well or not. So, the
Mm-hmm.
planning you do on the front end of it is really
Mm-hmm.
important. And that's why I started with having a protocol or a system that you use that you can quickly identify which kids we're talking about, and just giving that to kids ahead of or teachers ahead of time
Mm-hmm.
helps you get the conversation moving, because then they're not like trying to click in and find this, go do this, log in
Right,
here, so they can see what kids we're talking about. Just give that
right,
to them ahead of time. Then if you're thinking in the meeting or as the coach, the process I'm going through is like, okay, I'm going to identify my kids, and then I need to start during this time. I want to answer those questions for teachers. Like, what is this assessment
mm-hmm.
looking at? What are the expectations for this? Why is knowing this important? What do you see most often in kids? What might you see during small group and whole group? And then, okay, what am I going to do for them every day in class? Because that's
Right,
the meaty part. But you have to have like a structure for the meeting or a protocol for the meeting that
right.
lets you get there. One of the things that helps me be most successful in those conversations is that I set a timer. Like, we're
Mm-hmm.
gonna spend 4 minutes identifying the kids. I have these 4 or 5 things that I want to kind of like throw at you. It's, what is this assessment looking for? What are the expectations? Why do we need to know
Mm-hmm.
this? I got 4 minutes. I'm going to go give you all of that. Then get into
Yes,
the strategies of,
yes,
these are the behaviors I'm gonna see, and this is how I know if they're doing well or not. I'm gonna see this in small group and whole group, and now this is what I'm gonna do. So, but, and then I structured that part of the time for, like 15 minutes, because that's the meat
mm-hmm.
that I want us to have. So, and sticking to that time. It helps
Yep,
teachers know too, we're not gonna get bogged down in this other part that
right.
doesn't let us get to this part.